Here's a Japanese health secret that'll help you lose fat without stressing yourself out. It's a Japanese philosophy of maintaining simple, small habits instead of extreme, over the top habits in the short term. Hi, I'm Dr. Krystosik, and right now I'd like to tell you about a powerful Japanese rule of consistently staying on track with small habits, doing these every single day to build long lasting results over time. That's going to definitely outperform intense short burst efforts and following extreme measures that we often do here in this country. Whether it's diets like the low carb or the no carb or the carnivore diets or any other extreme lifestyle change, when you consistently focus on small habits every single day, it's going to build long lasting results. You see, maintaining small but healthy habits over time is the key. We've all heard about taking 10,000 steps a day, and it's really good for you, but it's pretty difficult to do for most people. But the Japanese have discovered a way to make walking much easier and much more doable. And it's 10 times more effective than trying to walk 10,000 steps at a time. And it's done in just a few short 30 minutes. It's called interval walking technique. And here's how it works. You walk for 3 minutes for about 70% of your maximum heart rate, and then you slow down to a moderate stroll for another 3 minutes, and then you repeat this cycle 5 times, and you're done. Sounds simple, but trust me, you're going to see some pretty big results. Now, a research study done at a Japanese university called the Shinsu University, they showed that doing this walking technique boosted the body's oxygen capacity by 15%. And by the way, boosting your body's oxygen capacity is one of the best ways to ensure a long and healthy and active life. These researchers showed that this simple walking technique lowered blood pressure significantly. It dropped on average by 9 points systolically and 5 points diastolically. And with this same technique, they found that type 2 diabetics saw a huge improvement in their blood sugar control. And listen to this, people's waistlines also shrunk by 6 centimeters just doing the 10 minutes of extra walking of this type of technique. And not only that, leg strength shot up and knee extension by 13% and flexion of the knee and body by 17%. So think about it. In just 30 minutes, you're building strength, you're lowering blood sugar levels, you're improving the heart function, and you're burning fat. Okay, but you might not be in the mood for interval walking. Well, that's where the Japanese philosophy of non-structured movement comes in. They just keep active all day long, doing activities around the home. Most of us think that structured exercise is the key, like going to the gym or riding a bicycle or doing CrossFit or some kind of sports activity. And those are all good, but research shows that structured exercise only contributes to about 5% of your metabolic rate. Now listen to this. Non-structured movement, that's things like walking around the house, walking up and down stairs at your home, or standing up and down or running the sweeper, contributes to a whopping 15% of your body's metabolic rate. Well, that's literally 3 times more important than lifting weights at the gym or doing active workouts like running or swimming. Now, I'm not going to discourage those things, but this type of exercise really helps. So here's how to combine the steps that I talked about that the Japanese take with a step tracker to establish your starting point. See, you establish your baseline and then just slowly add more steps every day. So if you're hitting, let's say, 2,000 steps a day, then you would aim for about 3,000 steps for about 2 weeks. And then you would jump up to 4,000 steps for another 2 weeks. And over time, most people in this kind of activity, and over time, you're going to find that you're going to be able to increase the steps that you take every day. And most people thrive in the range of 6,000 to 12,000 steps per day. And believe me, it's not rigid, but it's consistent lifestyle habits that make a difference. The average Japanese walks between 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day, more than double the 3,000 steps that the most Americans take every single day. Well, that alone means they're effortlessly burning 300 to 600 extra calories per day. And over a year, that's the equivalent of keeping off 20 to 25 pounds of fat without ever stepping foot into a gym. Pretty remarkable. So let's learn from our friends in Japan and do small but consistent healthy habits and not relying on extremes with diets or exercise. And we should be eating whole foods and make a conscious effort to get small amounts of movement, exercise throughout the entire day. So my advice is to join a community of other people who are trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle, like my Gut 911 prescription community. It's free, and you'll be around people just like you, supporting each other and learning from me and getting free resources and being able to live independently healthy. So my friends, until next time, here's to your health.